Good evening, guys. We are from 6th Global Statistics. We have to present what?
Inferential statistics.
Okay, inferential
And
statistics and the content.
Yeah.
Okay, the first will be delivered by.
Me.
Okay,
Okay. My name is Anggreni Dewi Seta, and I will explain about inferential statistics. What is the inferential statistics? Inferential statistics determines how far the similarity between the results that would have been obtained for the all of population. And in inferential statistics, there is a hypothesis. The hypothesis is there is no true difference or relationship between parameters in the population, and if any difference or relationship found for the sample is the result of sampling error, and rejected or not rejected by using a test of significance. And the last hypothesis is a probability level which indicates how much risk we are willing to take that the decision we make is wrong is needed. And in inferential statistics, there is five types. Five types are t-test, ANOVA, ANCOVA, MANOVA, and non-parametric statistics. Okay, the next I will explain about ANOVA, or analysis variance. Analysis variance is when you want to analyze the comparison, the mean of variance, two or more mean of groups, to determine whether a statistically significant difference exists among the group mean of the population with procedure. And the function of ANOVA is to analyze the sample data used to answer the problem. And in ANOVA there is a hypothesis. The hypotheses are always the same. HO for the population means of all groups under consideration are equal, and just top means are not all equal. The note, this is different than saying they are all unequal. Okay. And in ANOVA there is two types. Are one-way ANOVA. One-way ANOVA is mean when you want to test two groups to see if there's the difference between them. And second type is two-way ANOVA. Without reflection is mean with you have one group and you double testing that same group. Okay. I will explain about the formula of ANOVA. We call standard for sum of square total. Pertama, jumlah number of group dikalikan dengan jumlah sampel yang diambil. Setelah itu kita kalikan lagi dengan total jumlah sampel yang kita kurangkan dengan nilai rata-rata grup. Okay. And the next about t-test and will be delivered by my friend.
My name is Rizka Fadinya Al-Katini. I will explain about t-test. A t-test is an analysis of two population means to use of statistical examination. A t-test with two samples is commonly used with small sample sizes. Testing the difference between the sample when the variance of two normal distributions are not known. And the function of t-test is to determine whether two samples come from the same two underlying population where the middle values are the same. And then type of t-test just has two types. These are one sample t-test and paired sample t-test. One sample t-test are typically used to compare a sample man to a known population man. If the paired sample t-test is used to compare two related men. And hypothesis testing by t-test. T-test has no hypothesis that the difference between two related men is zero. Formula of t-test use SPSS to term paired sample of the test. Jadi SPSS itu, jadi t-test itu cuman pakai SPSS sebagai formulanya.
Oh, jadi nggak ada formula untuk yang kayak saya tadi sebutkan ya, sekali nean apa-apa ya. Jadi dia pakai
SPSS karena SPSS sudah menggunakan teknologi kayak Pascal, Star, and the next will be explained by Nelly.
Okay, my name is Neloktofer Angelina. I will explain about ANCOVA. ANCOVA is analysis of covariance. Is a general linear model which blends ANOVA and regression. ANCOVA is used to test the main and interaction effects of categorical variables on a continuous dependent variable, controlling for the effect of select other continuous variable, which vary with the dependent. The control variables are called the covariance. The function of ANCOVA is to provide a structure for the research. For types on ANCOVA is covariance, a variable that research takes to control by using such techniques as multiple regression analysis or analysis of covariance, or ANCOVA. The second is extraneous variable. Researchers usually try to control for extraneous variable by experimental isolation, by randomization, or by statistical techniques such as analysis of covariance. For the hypothesis of ANCOVA is of no difference among the adjust population mean. Untuk formulanya ANCOVA sendiri itu ada F sama dengan ANCOVA ratio of the adjust between group mean square divided ratio of the adjust within group mean square. Okay, the next explanation will be.
Okay, let's go to MANOVA. What is MANOVA? MANOVA is like ANOVA, but adding the letter M, just M. Okay, MANOVA. What is MANOVA? Multivariate analysis of variance merupakan perluasan dari ANOVA yang secara luas sudah lama digunakan berbagai bidang ilmu. MANOVA bermanfaat dalam eksperimen. Yang jelas teknik ini bermanfaat kalau objek penelitian mengalami sejumlah perlakuan, kemudian peneliti ingin menguji varian respon berdasarkan perlakuan yang dibuat. Analysis involving the investigation of the main and interaction effects of categorical independent variables or multiple dependent interval variables. Purpose-nya to determine if individual categorical independent variables have an effect on a group or related set of interval dependent variables. For example, we may conduct a study where we try to different textbooks or independent variables, and we are interested in the student's improvement in math and physics. In that case, we have two dependent variables, and our hypothesis is that both together are affected by the difference in textbooks. Okay, the hypothesis of MANOVA. The independent variables are categorical. There are multiple dependent variables that are continuous and interval. The number of observations for each combination of the factor are the same, or balanced experiment. example. A call center manager wants to know if the operator or method of answering calls makes a difference on average handle time, wait time, and customer satisfaction. The independent variables are call operator and method of answering, and the group of dependent variables is average handle time, wait time, and customer satisfaction. Okay. Conclusion: ANOVA versus MANOVA are ANOVA uses one or more categorical independence as predicators, but only one dependent variable. In MANOVA, there is more than one dependent variable. So the difference is on variable. ANOVA is just one variable, but in MANOVA we have two variables. In ANOVA, we use the F-test to determine significance of a factor. In MANOVA, we use a multivariate F-test called with lambda. The F-value in ANOVA is based on a comparison of the factor variance to the error variance. In MANOVA, we compare the factor variance covariance matrix, the error variance covariance matrix. To obtain with lambda, the covariance here is included because the measures are probably correlated, and we must take this correlation into account when performing the significance test. Okay, that's all. A little bit explanation about inferential statistics. Thank you for your attention and good evening. Okay, I'm sorry, we have forget one material. Is the last non-parametrical. Okay, what is non-parametrical? Somewhat more recently, we have seen the development of a large number of techniques of inference which do not make numerous or stringent assumptions about the population, from which we have sampled the data. This distribution free or non-parametric techniques result in conclusions which require fewer qualifications. Having used one of them, we might be able to say that regardless of the state of the population, we may conclude that the two alternative names which are frequently given to this are distribution free, non-parametric that are distribution free. They do not assume that scores under analysis are drawn from a population distribution in a certain way from a normally distributed population. When making tests of the significance of the difference between two means in terms of the CR or T, for example, we assume that scores happen which our studies are based on normally distributed in the population. What are actually do under the new hypothesis is to estimate from our sample studies the probability of a true difference between the two parameters. Such methods are called non-parametric or distribution P. The chi-square test x2 test, for example, is a non-parametric technique. The significance of x2 depends only upon the degrees of freedom in the table. No assumption need be made as to form of distribution for the variables classified into the categories of the x2 table. Okay. That's it about inferential statistics, and it's the last thank you from us. I'm sorry if we have a wrong spelling or another, because we're just a human.
And I'm sorry for noise.
Okay, thanks and
Bye.
good evening.
Bye.